It was a fateful day in January 1997 when an abandoned gray whale beached herself near Marina del Rey, California. The whale was only a few days old when she was rescued and brought to SeaWorld San Diego. Only 14 feet long and 1,500 pounds, the little whale was found to be dehydrated and almost comatose. She was so weak that animal care team members had to hold her upright in the water and swim her around the medical pool. The outlook was not good. Dr. Jim McBain gave the grim findings.
Well, the animal is in pretty weak condition. It's dehydrated. It's very short on energy resources, energy supplies. It's very thin. The prognosis for full recovery is no better than poor at this point.
But with the dedication of the SeaWorld staff giving round-the-clock care, the little whale known as JJ overcame the odds. JJ was put on a specially formulated diet made up of a mixture of heavy cream, minced fish, and vitamins. She was hand-fed the formula at first and gained weight at an astounding rate. Eventually, JJ was introduced to solid food and was eating on her own. JJ thrived at SeaWorld, and as she grew, so did her pool. She became the center of attention as people from around the world followed her progress and visited her in San Diego. It gave so many the opportunity to get their first real-life look at a gray whale. There's much yet to be learned about gray whales, their patterns and habits. JJ gave us the opportunity to learn a tremendous amount about gray whales, their needs, and requirements. As JJ grew, it was discovered that her vocalizations didn't show the wide range of sounds gray whales normally make. It's known that these vocalizations play a very important communication and navigation role in the wild. With the help of audio technology, researchers piped different whale vocalizations into her pool as she was feeding. They hoped that when JJ was released back into the sea, she would recognize these calls and sounds and follow them to other gray whales. After 13 months of constant care, literally tons of food, and lots of love, it was time for JJ to be released. She was well over a year old, weighed 17,000 pounds, and measured almost 31 feet in length. It was no small task to design the equipment, gear, and strategy to transport JJ to the sea. On March 31st, 1998, in a bittersweet mixture of laughter and tears, JJ was released. After only a few days, she scraped off her tracking devices, so there was no way to follow her. She was released as the gray whales were making their way north to the colder Arctic waters. Hopefully, after learning their sounds, being taught to eat, and thriving so well at the park, she connected with the other whales and has been making the annual migration with them ever since. The story of JJ is truly one of the most incredible rescue and rehab stories in which SeaWorld and the world has been involved. The story of a little whale that taught us more than we could imagine, that taught us to believe in miracles. The story of a little whale that will leave her footprint on our hearts forever.